Welcome back. You've probably been hearing them in your neighborhood lately, like every single night. Well, people are getting ready for fireworks heading into the 4th of July weekend. And joining us today is James Fuller from TNT Fireworks, sharing some of the important safety reminders for this time of year. James, thanks so much for taking a couple minutes.
Thanks so much for having me.
So let's just start with, can you give us kind of like the average breakdown of what you tell like a first-time fireworks user about just basic fireworks safety?
Well, sure. Thank you for letting us be on the show today. Super important that we pay attention to a couple of key, easy rules. Let's just all enjoy the fireworks this year safely and responsibly. First, know the local rules and laws governing fireworks use. Second, when you light off fireworks, establish a safe perimeter about 20 feet between the fireworks and those that are participating and watching those fireworks. Third, whatever you do, do not do fireworks if you don't have a water source near you. That's so important in these arid communities, especially in Las Vegas. And then last, leave the fireworks to the adults. We know those kids love to light up those fireworks, but it's just not the safe thing to do. So let's put a responsible adult in that job of lighting off those fireworks, and don't consume alcohol until after that's done.
Some great advice in there, and I think you really hit the nail on the head with Las Vegas being in the desert Southwest. It is one of the hottest, driest areas of the country, so fire, of course, is a huge concern here. When you say set up a perimeter and have some water nearby, what exactly do you mean? What's the best kind of setup there?
Sure. What we recommend is at least 20 feet between the firework and the participants watching the fireworks or the viewers. Secondly, we always recommend at minimum having a bucket of water for two reasons. One, if you have any kind of spillage or a little bit of grass near the firework, that lights, you can easily douse that out. But just as importantly, after that firework has been expended, douse that firework inside the bucket. That just makes sure that before you throw it in the trash can or in a deposit area, you know that it won't have any embers or heat left in it that might catch on to some trash or something. That's one of those common mistakes that can happen. So those are really simple procedures you can follow to make sure you stay safe, you have an enjoyable fireworks season, and all of the family can see the fireworks but not worry about any type of danger with regard to fire or risk of injury.
That's what we're going for, James, keeping everyone as safe as possible. Now, I don't want to give away too much about my own past, but if anyone out there has experimented with fireworks once or twice, occasionally you might come across one that might be somewhat of a dud and maybe doesn't go off like you expected it to. I've always been curious, what is the best way to handle that if you have a dud and you don't want to get too close to it, you're afraid it might still go off?
Well, the good news there is TNT Fireworks stands behind every one of its products. We give you a 100% guarantee. So if that firework doesn't go off, just leave it there. Give it a few hours, pick it up, bring it over to the store. We'll give you a new one. Okay? That's the first and best way to treat any type of firework that goes off, does not go off as it is expected to. Whatever you do, do not try to relight a fuse or try to reuse a firework that doesn't go off. The best thing to do, leave that firework on the ground, leave it there for an hour, bring it back to the store, we'll give you a new one.
James, thanks so much for the time and for all the advice. We really appreciate it. We know it's going to be a busy 4th of July. Stay safe yourself.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.